Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Tuttle Huddle Live here with Master Tuttle on this beautiful Friday evening. It's beautiful weather out, and looks like we're gonna have a nice weekend. So type into the chat if you'd like. Type it in any kind of questions or anything like that, or if you just want to say hi, please say hi. Just say hi in the chat. This is a good time. It offers the opportunity for us to have for us to talk out in the front of the academy, out in the lobby. You would maybe even come knock on my office door and say some, and we'd have a Tuttle Huddle, right? And that's what this is meant to be. Right now, we obviously can't do that as much, so we really like to still have that. I want to have that connection with everybody, and we want to give everyone an opportunity to ask questions about things. The question that you have is probably a question that a lot of other people have. So it's really good, I think, for us to have this little time. So if you'd like to type in a question, now's a good time. If you don't want to put it into the chat, I understand there are some people who say, well, I want to ask something, but I want to remain anonymous. Okay, I understand. You can send it to my my email. I have it open on my device right here, so you can send it to my email, and I'll be able to see it. Right, so I got my device open right here, and if you want to send it to my email, which is instructor-tuttle@usamastersacademy.com, you can send it to my email, and it'll pop right up here on my device in front of me, and then we can I can answer the question. And if it goes to my email, I usually don't say who asked it, right? I just repeat the question and then I answer it as best as I can, but I don't say who asked it. So if you'd like to ask something and you just rather remain anonymous, then I understand. Okay, who we got in here? Oh, we got some viewers. Got some viewers coming in. It's kind of going up here slowly. So I see. Oh, Mrs. Hepfer, how are you doing this fine evening? Ian Brown, how are you there, sir? Mr. Mushroom, which I think is David G. Hardwig III, how are you doing? Margarita, how are you? Tanya, how are you? Mrs. Knowles in the house. Hello, so? I think that means sir, right? No, she retracted it. Look at, she retracted it. She took back. There we go. You got it, Mrs. Knowles. You got it. It's good. So it's good to have you guys in the live feed with me here tonight. Again, if we want to ask questions, they can be technical questions too. I do actually set this up on a little stand. My laptop is sitting on a little stand, so it's up high enough that if you wanted to ask a technical question, I could actually stand up. Right? Look at this. I can actually stand up and I can show you stuff, right? So if you really want to ask a technical question, now I don't think I'm doing like a full-on black belt cardio form in here. So if your question is, please show me a black belt form, that's not going to be something I can do right now. But if it's something, that's technical, I could probably stand up here and I can even show you something. So even if it's not something that's related to events or activities, it's related to martial arts training, please go ahead and ask. Or if it's just, hey, what's some exercise I can do? What's some things I can do for stretching? I'm giving you some ideas here. Maybe some of you guys will use these to ask, but you guys are welcome to ask those kind of questions too. Okay. Ian's dropped in and he's dropping out. All right, Ian, have a good night. So, I really want to make this something where you guys can interact and you guys can ask any kind of questions you have. Okay. While you're formulating some of those things, let's talk about some of the events we got going on here at the Academy. Okay. Number one thing I want to talk about is we are going to be a host location at our Corning and Painted Post campuses, or I'm sorry, your Corning and Painted Post campus and our Victor campus. Both of those campuses will be host locations for the upcoming AAU Virtual National Championships. The AAU Virtual National Championships be coming up in October, but the registration deadline is actually at the end of this month. Okay, I believe it's October 1st. The early registration deadline ends. So early registration means that after October 1st, you could still register, but it's going to cost you more money. right? Big eye emoji here, right? But yes, it's going to cost you more to register. So if you're going to register here for the virtual nationals, you need to do it soon. Okay. I would suggest doing it this weekend. If you have any questions about registration, what you should register for, okay, after I go through my little spiel here, I'm going to talk about it. If you still have questions after that, you can always email me at instructor-tuttle@usamastersacademy.com. Okay, email me and I will try to help you as best I can with registration. Okay. What should you register for? Okay, this is a question that I've been getting is what should you register for? So what you should register for is WTF forms, WT forms. Okay, it's listed in there as WTF, World Taekwondo Federation forms. Although that is now not it's not World Taekwondo Federation, it's World Taekwondo. They just shortened it. So it's WT forms. But in the actual registration, they list it as World Taekwondo Federation forms. Okay. You can register for that one. Okay. The WTF forms. Then you can also register for the open traditional forms. Okay. Black belts can register for sport poomsae as well. Okay. And I believe that's called recognized. It says individual recognized poomsae. But for black belts that do that, please get with me if you're registering for that, because there are some different requirements. You will have to submit videos ahead of time of your forms and things like that. So there's going to be some different requirements for that. Black belts that are going to register for that, please get with me. Or you can talk with Master Childs as well, or Mr. Clark down in Corning. They can help you a little bit as well. So we just want to know though what you're registering for. But for color belts, for red belts and below, you guys can register for the WTF forms and for the open traditional forms. Okay, I would suggest too that you not register for board breaking at this one. Just reading some of the rules for board breaking at this, it's way different from what we've been doing at a lot of our competitions. Okay, so I'm not recommending that for our students at this time. It's a different style of board break. It's multiple breaks in a period of time with the same technique over and over again, which is not kind of the style of board breaking that we're used to practicing. It's not a bad thing. It's not something that we usually practice. So maybe for next time we could practice a little bit more. We could go over it. We could even have a full a seminar on just doing that type of board breaking, and then I think we could have some people compete in it. So that is coming up. Again, early registration deadline is going to be at the end of September here. So make sure you guys register. If you need anything on the registration for AAU, please let me know. Okay. I see I've got some questions going on in here. I will get to some of you guys' questions. Okay. I am going to get it all. Oh yes. I'm going to get all of this kind of stuff. Yeah. In fact, Margarita says she's very excited about the new schedule starting on the 28th. I'm very excited too, Margarita. And that is my next item on my list. So we do have starting on the 28th, our new enhanced class schedule. Really, this enhanced class schedule brings us to doing some 45-minute classes, which we have done, we've always done. It's been the norm pre-COVID. All right, so we're going to get back to doing that and also implement some of the advanced classes for red belts and things like that. Rest assured, we will still be doing cleaning. We will still have some of the social distancing requirements and all those kind of things that we're going to be doing for class. Everything in terms of our safety precautions, our COVID-19 safety precautions are going to remain the same. Okay, but we're just going to modify the schedule a little bit so we can get back to doing some 45-minute classes. And we're enhancing the class schedule, I believe, a little bit in the sense that we are offering for many of the classes, especially champion classes, we're going to be offering more times, some different times, especially for champions. That has been something, some feedback we've gotten from people with this adapted class schedule we'd had for COVID-19 reopening. Was that there was some struggles with having enough times for champions. So we've enhanced the class schedule a little bit, and hopefully it's going to fit for everybody really well. An Academy staff member will be getting with you if they have not already. We prefer to do that in person, right? It's much easier to do it with the schedule in front of you. And we can do that at the Academy. We have had a lot of our staff members going out into the parking lot, talking with people at their cars, things like that, or just doing it in the very front of the Academy. We are very much looking forward to getting everybody on the new class schedule here. If for some reason you have not talked to an Academy staff member, go ahead and give it a call to the Academy, but I can almost assure you an Academy staff member is going to be reaching out if they have not already done so already. Okay, so that is coming up on the 28th. Okay. Then we also have coming up on the 27th, Sunday the 27th, we're going to have our Adopt a Highway cleanup. Okay, I know, I believe that's David. Do I have to sign up for the Adopt a Highway? Okay, we would like you to tell an Academy staff member next time you're in whether you're planning on coming or not. It will help us to plan and do all those kind of things. But it is important that anybody, even if you're waiting until that morning, I do understand that that's for some or some people. They may wait until that morning to decide whether they can come down for the Adopt a Highway cleanup based on, I know, family things and dynamics and getting a ride for some of you. It's fine. You can just show up. That's okay. You can just show up, but please show up about 10 to 15 minutes prior to 9 a.m. We will start the safety brief at 9 a.m. at the Tops parking lot in Canandaigua. The parking lot that's closest to 332. There's like a section of the parking lot that's not very used very much that we meet at Tops in Canandaigua. The safety brief starts at 9 a.m. You must be there for the safety brief in order to participate. So I know we start at 9 a.m. I'm sorry, you cannot roll in at 9:15, 9:20, 9:30 and, say, oh, I'm here to help out. We would love to have you, but you have to participate in the safety brief. You have to sign, do all those kind of things. These are not our rules. These are New York State DOT's rules. Okay, they are very stringent on them. They have no flex. So please, if you're going to come and help us out, we encourage parents, family members, anyone who's 12 years old and above. If you are 12 years old and above, you can come and help out. Okay, obviously, if you're between the ages of 16 and 12, we ask that a guardian stay there with them, and the guardian doesn't have to necessarily help to pick up trash, but the guardian should be there to supervise and make sure that everybody, and make sure that they're safe and everything. So we encourage family members to come and help out. This is something we've been doing for many years now at the Academy. I would say we're going into almost 10 years. Actually, this might be our 10th year. I'd have to look back at it, but this might be our 10th year of doing the Adopt a Highway cleanup. And New York State DOT, our local Department of Transportation, has been very, very grateful for us doing it. I know our section of Route 332 in Canandaigua here is one of the sections of roadway in this entire region that needs cleaning twice a year at least. It is amazing how much trash we pick up. I believe our record about 4 years ago. It was 2016. I have pictures of it. That's how I know. I have pictures of it on my phone, and every once in a while I can see them. Clean up trash. 30, 50. It was unbelievable. And helps us to really give something back to our community. If you could come and help us out on that day, that would be Sunday the 27th. Okay, please do so. Okay. Let me see some of my other questions in here. I'm going to get to a couple of these. Give me 1 minute. Next thing on the item list, we do have coming up as well for our teenage students for warrior class, our adult students in warriors and Tai Chi and progressive combat, and for our parents. champions and warrior students. We are going to be having an event that's one of our premier events every year. We had to actually postpone it and ultimately from earlier in the year, and that is our Academy Awards Banquet. This will be our 33rd annual Academy Awards Banquet. It's going to be Sunday, October 4th. We're going to hold at our USA Masters Academy Canandaigua campus. I'm reading comments as I'm, as I'm talking here. I should probably not do that. I should once in a while because I keep seeing the comments pop up. But we have the awards banquet is going to be on the 4th, and I know a lot of you guys are excited. And wrote in there, Stephen is so excited for this for his first banquet, and we're excited to have him. Let me tell you what, it's going to be great. He's got to get out of the dance floor, right? And show us all how it's done. Okay, you can ask Stephen, Miss Heifer, if he's going to get out there and show us how it's done. I bet. And you're right, Mr. Mushroom. You must go. I got to go. Oh, good night, sir. Oh, I thought you were talking about going to the banquet. Yes, you do got to go to the banquet. Okay. Yeah, Miss Heifer. I'm sure he will. Yes, he will. So we're really excited about being able to do the banquet this year. I am also I'm very excited to announce we will be having it catered here at the Academy, and we're going to have a local business that has been in business actually up in Victor. I think it's Victor. Yes, they are technically in Victor. It's actually close right to Farmington. For a long time, a very awesome place with some really awesome food. We are going to have this year the Academy banquet is going to be catered by Otto Tomatoes. Otto Tomatoes is a great Italian restaurant, locally owned. It's a great great place. I got to say, I thoroughly enjoy the food there, and they really helped us out this year at the banquet. So that as you know, this has been a trying time for a lot of businesses like that, and they really put together a great package for us. So they're going to have a full spread. We're going to have pasta and salad. They're doing all kinds of things. It's going to be fresh baked bread, right, and butter. It's going to be awesome. So they're going to really put together a great package for us, and we're going to have music. We're going to do the whole thing. We're going to try to have, as best we can, a gala event, and we're going to make the most of the situation. I know a lot of us have been doing that for the last several months, just making the most out of the situation that we can. And we're going to do that again here at the Academy banquet. So thank you to everybody who's already bought tickets. We've had a bunch of people buying tickets. I'm actually getting to the point where I think we might have to limit the number of people that are coming, because we can't actually have that many people inside the building. But we're not there yet. But the ticket sales have been going really good. So if you really want to go to the banquet, you got to make sure you get your ticket here soon. Okay, make sure you get your tickets here soon, as in really soon. Okay, I would say next week you've got to do it. Early next week would be a good time to do it. If you wait any longer than that, I'm afraid we're going to be making an announcement that unfortunately the ticket sales have been cut off. So make sure you guys get your tickets as soon as possible. Okay. All right. I think I've gone through everything. Oh, one more thing too. In preparations for the AAU Nationals, virtual Nationals, we are going to be having some trainings. One of them is going to be on October 3rd here at our Canandaigua campus. Another one is going to be in our Corning campus on October 17th. So make sure that you guys register for those. There is limited spaces on those, again, because we have to maintain social distancing during the training. So there are limited spaces on that. Okay. All right. Let me see a couple questions. I had some people asking about an update on Grandmaster Quick. He's doing really well. I spoke with him on the phone. He was doing really good. I know he posted on his Facebook some pictures and everything like that. He's looking great. For somebody who had a pretty serious surgery, he did a really great job, and I mean he's an amazing person, someone who's inspiring to me. Every time I I think about it, it's like, wow, that's amazing that he was up and moving within a day after surgery. So that's awesome, and we certainly wish him the best, and he's doing really, really good. So keep sending all those well wishes and thoughts and prayers and good energy and good chi out there. All right, because he's doing really awesome, and it's good to see. All right. Then I wanted to go through one last thing here. Okay. The uh, um, this year on the calendar events, we put out that we would be having a Halloween costume contest on Friday, the Friday night before Halloween. Okay, we are planning on doing that, but what I want you to know is we're planning on doing it outdoors. Okay, so ahead of time, I want you guys to start to think we are planning on doing it outdoors. So that we can have a lot of people come, and we're not going to, have to worry too much about some of the social distancing things. Okay, so I'd like you to think about that as you're going along here. I know some of you guys are already starting to get your costumes and all those kind of things. We've had some great costume contests in the past where people made homemade costumes of robots with boxes and all kinds of awesome stuff, which is great. But I want to give you guys a little heads up. We're probably going to be holding a lot of that, the activities of that outdoors, okay, at all of our campuses, okay? Look for more details on that. We'll be coming out with some more details on those kind of things, but that's going to be that's something I want you guys to start thinking about, okay? All right. If there's not any more questions, let me double check. If there is no more questions, I went a little bit longer than I usually plan, but that's always the way it goes, I think. We really thank you guys for being part of the Tuttle Huddle here and being part of the USA Masters Academy family. It's been great getting back to in-person classes. We really look forward to getting back to our enhanced class schedule here very soon. And remember, if you need anything, if you have any questions, have any concerns, please don't hesitate to give us a call. Shoot us a text, send an email, Facebook message, any of those kind of things. Instagram. We're on Twitter. You can tweet us. We are all over the place on any kind of social media that you probably have. I know I have a Snapchat. I have no idea how to use it at all, but I do have a Snapchat. Please contact us if you guys need anything. Okay. All right. You guys have a great weekend. Margarita, Amber, you guys all have a great weekend. David, have a great weekend. Mrs. Knowles, if you're still in here, have a great weekend. And you guys, make sure you are training hard, working hard, getting ready for the AAU Virtual Nationals. Have a great night, everybody.